Don't just collect certs, prove them. That's the point of this episode. Passing an exam is a moment. Proving the skill is momentum. I'm Cyber and Chill, and these podcasts are meant to keep you focused on your long-term journey. Perfect for your commute or your coffee routine, because focus is key. This show helps you build proof, let progress compound, and shape a six-figure lifestyle with freedom and security. Let me say it again so it sticks. Don't just collect certs, prove them. A badge is a snapshot. Results are a film. Paper says, I can. Evidence says, I did. Why does this matter so much? Because employers aren't buying a score. They're buying outcomes. They want to hear how your knowledge lives in the real world, under pressure, with trade-offs, on a Wednesday afternoon when something breaks. Passing once is admirable. Performing repeatedly is valuable. Think about signals. A certificate signals potential. Proof signals reliability. Potential gets interest. Reliability earns trust. Trust opens doors and keeps them open. Let me repeat the thesis in fresh words. Pass once, perform daily. Certs confirm you learned. Proof confirms you can deliver. Here's a single story to make it concrete. Earning a driver's license is important, but the confidence people feel riding with you comes from your miles in rain and traffic. The license gets you on the road, but your smooth miles prove you can actually drive. Mid-episode reminder. For anyone just tuning attention back in, don't just collect certs, prove them. Your credibility grows when a line on the resume matches a line of work you can point to without hesitation. Proof can look quiet, a brief write-up of what changed and why. A small lab that names the risk, the decision, and the result. A clear note that ties a permission adjustment to a reduced incident count. Quiet doesn't mean small, quiet means useful. Useful travels farther than slogans. Proof also changes how you talk about yourself. Instead of, I'm planning to learn, you say, last week I implemented. Instead of, I might try, you say, I measured. And here's what improved. The tense shifts from future to present. Present tense is persuasive. Let me re-anchor the idea. Badges may open a conversation. Proof carries it. People remember specifics. People fund specifics. People hire specifics. Exactly one concrete example. After passing an identity exam, an engineer documented a one-page lab where they set up step-up authentication for privileged actions, included a rollback note, and attached before and after logs. That single page moved a hiring manager from interesting to bring them back. Notice how that example lives in one page, not a novel. Proof doesn't have to be loud. It has to be clear. Name the problem, the choice, and the outcome. That's it. Clarity beats volume. Another pairing to carry with you. Claims fade, receipts remain. The longer you work, the more those receipts reduce your need to explain. You point once, and the room understands. That's leverage. Leverage buys back your time and steadies your income. If your aim is a calm, well-paid path, a pace you can sustain, and a paycheck you can trust, treat certifications as doors and proof as the floor you stand on after you walk in. Doors matter. Floors hold the weight. Doors are occasional. Floors are daily. Let me restate the thesis again for anyone rejoining. Don't just collect certs, prove them. When your study becomes a trail of outcomes, opportunity finds you more than you find it. This posture also simplifies decisions. When you ask, will this create something I can show? You filter out distractions. You pick learning that ends in evidence. You stop negotiating with yourself about someday intentions and start stacking present tense results. Results compound. Compounding is quiet at first and unmistakable later. You'll feel the shift in interviews and one-on-ones. Your answers move from theory to application, from should to did, from it depends to here's how I handled the dependency. That steadiness reads as senior. Senior is less about volume and more about verifiable outcomes delivered without drama. Mid-episode reaffirmation. because repetition builds retention. Don't just collect certs. Prove them. Pass the test, then let your work sit beside the badge. Before we wrap, a quick invitation. If you want your learning to align with a steady, well-paid lifestyle, and you want reinforcement to keep turning study into visible outcomes, follow my free newsletter. The link is in the bio or the description. I'll close where I opened because bookends help ideas stay. Don't just collect certs. Prove them. Let the badge be the headline and your receipts be the article. Pass once. Perform daily. Let proof carry your career where paper alone cannot.